My name is Madison and I go to MacArthur High School. I have had an impact on children as well as they've had on me. I think the students can learn kind of like leadership skills and communication skills from the seniors, and I think that we kind of help give them a role model so they have someone to kind of follow and like learn things from that maybe like we didn't when I was a freshman. I didn't have when I was a freshman. I didn't have seniors who like I could look up to or anything, and I think that the freshmen have helped me a lot too, especially with my communication skills. I've become like a lot more forward in good ways and more articulate with my words. It can be hard for me to like express myself and express how I'm feeling, and like if something needs to be done, it can be hard for me to express that. But I think that like being a senior mentor has allowed me to kind of like gain leadership and help me express myself.
How do you think that this program is helpful to the school overall?
For the school, I think that it kind of makes MacArthur more welcoming, at least for freshmen. I think that like the seniors have been through kind of a lot, kind of maybe by themselves, and I think that the freshmen, now that we're senior mentors, they have senior mentors, I think that they kind of have someone to lean on and someone to like learn from.
Do you think the school facilitating who the freshman role models will be is of benefit to the school?
Yes, I think that like the school picking people who they trust and like believe are good people are really good for the freshmen, because we're definitely all, especially at a young age, we're all very like moldable to who we're around. And I think that if you have like a genuinely good person and like a leader and someone who knows how to express themselves, I think that that's really beneficial for the freshmen to learn and kind of help even like emotionally growth themselves.
Did you find yourself having to make any personal sacrifices to do this?
Yes. I'm shy, and so I kind of had to get over myself and like get over the fact that like I can't be quiet around them, and I can't keep to myself because they need someone to tell them and to guide them and to like teach them things.
Did you personally learn anything from the curriculum, whether it was the perspective or the personality test or the grit or any of that?
Yeah, I definitely learned that like personalities can kind of balance each other out. Like you don't always have to have everything in common with someone to be like compatible with them. I think like your personality and kind of the way you were raised kind of impacts that too.
Did you become more aware of yourself and how you're representing yourself socially or like on social media or anything like that? Did you find yourself having that second thought like, what will my freshmen do if I post that? Or
Yeah, I definitely did. I was careful, I would say. Like if I wouldn't want to see them post something like that, then I shouldn't post something like that. Or if I didn't want like a senior when I was a freshman to post something like that, I shouldn't do that either.
So really it's your example that's powerful.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did you ever have to go and actually see some posts or some things that freshmen were doing and you had to call them out on it? Or was it just a natural thing that
Not really posts, but like actions. They're definitely like, they think some things are funny that really aren't once you get older and mature. And I think that like when we were freshmen, we definitely did things that were not funny and were not mature that we look back on and we're like, that's like embarrassing, or like, I wish I hadn't done that. And I think that kind of telling them that like, that's not something you should do will help them in the future not have to regret what they did.
Now, if you were recruiting mentors, what would you, like, describe who you think would be a good mentor?
I think someone who's really patient and understanding of like what other people have going on, because we all might accidentally do this, but I've learned to not let my personal life affect anything in the classroom, because that's not really fair to the students. So I would say that like patience is definitely something to look for.
Have you grown in your patience because of this?
Yeah, I was never really impatient, but I was tested very easily, and now I think I'm much more patient, much more calm, and I kind of listen to myself a lot more.
Would you say sometimes the students will listen more to you than the teacher? In some ways. In what way?
I think in social ways, definitely, because usually, or like our teachers aren't much like older than us, but I think a lot of other teachers are, and it can be hard to like resonate with them, and hard because they're from a different generation, and I think our generation is completely different, and it can be hard to like resonate with them.
So you understand more where they're coming from, so you can
Yes.
articulate or you can explain. As you've been patient with the freshmen, and then, but yet still maintain the thing that you need to maintain. Have you seen the growth then come along in the freshmen that kind of needed to take place?
Yeah, definitely.
So it wasn't just an overnight thing. It was this process,
Yeah,
and then little by little.
yeah.